Hey everybody, this is Scott Pressler. I'm here with Jenny Beth Martin. We are in Anchorage, Alaska, with a very respectful and peaceful message to our Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski. Please, with our elections not having proof of citizenship nor photo voter ID, we just want to make sure that one vote equals one ballot and that no vote is going to be diluted by a fraudulent or illegal alien ballot. We want every single American to have his or her voice heard, and that's why we are working tirelessly, traveling the whole country, and we had to come to Alaska to pass the Save America Act into law.
Well, howdy there. Friends, come on over and pull up a chair by the old porch swing. It is so wonderful to have you here with me today. Before we get started on this beautiful journey together, if you love this great land and want to hear more heartwarming tales of faith, hope, and patriotism every single day, please take just a moment to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your family and neighbors. Your support helps us keep the fire of liberty burning bright across our communities. Now, let's settle in for a story straight from the heart. You know, I'm just an old timer who's seen a lot of sunrises and sunsets over this beautiful land we call America. And let me tell you, my heart is full of hope and fire today. There are consequences for betraying America right now, after Senator Lisa Murkowski voted with the Democrats earlier this year to try and kill the Save America Act. President Donald Trump and Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy are standing shoulder to shoulder like true patriots, ready to bring real change to the Senate and keep our country on the right path. Let me paint the picture for you, simple as a story you could tell your grandkids. Back in March of this year, the good folks in Washington were fighting hard to pass the Save America Act. Now, what's that all about? It's plain and simple. It says only American citizens should vote in our elections. You show a photo ID at the polls, and when you register, you prove you're a citizen with a birth certificate or the right papers. No more games. No more worries about folks who aren't even supposed to be here deciding who runs our towns, our states, or our whole nation. President Trump has been shouting this from the rooftops for years. Secure borders, secure elections, and a secure future for our kids and grandkids. It's America first through and through. But Senator Murkowski, she was the only Republican who stood up and said no. She voted against even letting the bill get a fair debate. She talked about how it might be tough for folks way out in rural Alaska, especially our Native American brothers and sisters who live in places hard to reach. I get it. Alaska's big and wild and beautiful. But here's the thing I've learned in all my years. When you love this country, you find a way to protect what matters most. Election integrity isn't a burden. It's a blessing that keeps our voice strong. President Trump knows that. He's fought through every storm to make sure every legal American vote counts and counts fairly. That's why this moment feels like a turning point. And oh, what a beautiful turning point it is. President Trump and Governor Mike Dunleavy are uniting in a way that he's got the whole MAGA movement cheering from coast to coast. You see, Governor Dunleavy has been a rock-solid America First leader up there in Alaska for years. He loves drilling for oil the right way, creating jobs, and keeping energy costs low so families can heat their homes without choosing between groceries and the gas bill. He stood with President Trump through thick and thin. Reports started coming out last year that he's got his eyes on that Senate seat in 2028. And with President Trump's strong support, it's clear they're teaming up to make sure Alaska sends a real fighter to Washington. One who won't side with the other team when it counts. Folks, this isn't about anger. This is about pure, deep love for America. I remember watching President Trump the first time he came down that golden escalator back in 2015. He wasn't a regular politician with fancy, confusing words. He was a builder, a fighter, and a dad who wanted a better, safer world for his kids and for yours. He promised to clean up the messy swamp in Washington. And even when they tried to stop him with every unfair trick in the book, he kept moving forward. He built the wall pieces, brought good jobs roaring back, stood up to strong countries like China, and made sure our military was the strongest in the world. And now, back in the White House where he belongs, he's doing it all over again. Bigger, bolder, and with even more love for the forgotten men and women who built this country. When Murkowski cast that lonely vote against election integrity earlier this year, it was like a loud alarm going off. Patriots across the land said, "Enough. Everyday Americans, truck drivers hauling heavy goods across the frozen tundra, moms packing lunches for school kids, dads working hard in the cold oil fields of Prudhoe Bay. They're tired of politicians who talk tough, but fold when the lobbyists call." One kind fellow I know up in Anchorage, a retired fisherman named Joe, told me, with actual tears in his eyes, "I voted for Trump twice because he fights for us. If Dunleavy runs with his backing, I'm all in. My grandkids deserve a Senate that puts America first, not special interests." That is the true beating heart of it. Friends, this unity between President Trump and Governor Dunleavy is already lifting heavy spirits from the fishing docks in Ketchikan to the oil rigs in the North Slope. Think about how much this matters to regular, hardworking families. Secure elections mean no more stolen opportunities. It means the honest man who works the night shift at the factory knows his vote for lower taxes and better schools actually matters. It means families in small-town Alaska can count on leaders who fight for affordable energy instead of green dreams that leave you freezing in the dark. President Trump's vision is crystal clear. Drill, baby. Drill. Bring manufacturing home to American soil. Protect our borders. And make sure every citizen's voice rings loud and true. I've lived long enough to see good times and hard ones. I remember when America felt strong and proud under leaders who put us first. President Trump brought that feeling back. He made us believe again that we could be the shining city on a hill. And now, with Governor Dunleavy stepping up, it's like the cavalry is riding in for Alaska. No more weak votes that weaken our election laws. This is a massive win for the country because it shows that when you stand for America first, real leaders rally around you. Let me tell you a little story from my own life that fits this perfect. Years ago, I was a young man working construction in the heartland. One election day, I saw folks lined up for hours, proud as could be, showing their IDs, because that's how you keep things honest. A kind old veteran next to me smiled and said, "Son, this is what freedom looks like. Every single legal voice counted and protected." That is exactly what the Save America Act is all about. And that is why President Trump refuses to back down. He has been saying it for years. We are going to make America great again, and we are not going to let anyone take that away from us. His bold, brave leadership inspires millions of people every single day. I see it in the bright faces of young people proudly wearing their red MAGA hats at rallies, and I hear it in the gentle prayers of church folks thanking God for a leader who truly loves this great nation and its people. And the beautiful stories keep pouring in. A loving mom in Fairbanks wrote online just the other day, "My sweet kids go to school now with the wonderful hope that their bright future won't be decided by outsiders. Seeing Trump and Dunleavy standing together gives me chills in the absolute best way. Another hard-working dad from the lower 48 states, a trucker who hauls important supplies up the long Alcan highway, said finally, "Someone is holding the line for us. No more selling out our sacred elections." These are not made-up tales, friends. These are real, honest Americans, feeling the warm fire of true patriotism once again. President Trump's incredible strength shines brightest in historic moments just like this one. He doesn't play political games. Instead, he builds powerful teams with excellent governors and leaders who actually deliver good things, real jobs, safe neighborhoods, and true prosperity for everyone. Governor Dunleavy has proven he can do the exact same thing up north by cutting confusing red tape, opening up valuable resources, and fighting hard for every single Alaskan. Together, they are showing our entire country what true unity looks like when it is deeply rooted in love for the American flag, our grand Constitution, and the wonderful, hard-working people who wave it high every day. This very moment feels so important because our beloved country is at a major crossroads. We have big challenges to fix. Securing our borders, helping our economy grow, and keeping our precious children safe and happy in school. But with President Trump leading the way and true patriots like Governor Dunleavy ready to serve our country in the Senate, we are winning the fight for our future. Every single day, more and more folks are waking up and realizing that America First is not just a catchy slogan. It is a beautiful promise kept. It means lower, helpful prices at the gas pump, safer streets for our families to walk on, stronger communities, and elections that we can completely trust. So, my dear friends, hold your heads high today. This is not the end of something. It is the joyful beginning of even better, brighter days ahead. President Trump and Governor Dunleavy are proving to the world that real leaders stand together for what is right, no matter what. The wonderful American people are standing right behind them, cheering loud and clear. We have the greatest country on God's green earth, and with mighty fighters like these, we are going to keep her safe, free, and strong for generations to come. God bless President Donald Trump. And God bless the United States of America. Now, let's get to work making her greater than ever before. What do you say? Before you head out today, my friends, I want to invite you to become a true part of our growing family. If this story touched your heart and brought a smile to your face, please hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and leave a comment below sharing what America First means to you. We read every single note, and it warms our hearts to see our community standing so strong together. Thank you for listening, and we will see you right here tomorrow for another heartwarming tale